things are right. But when when you talk about getting laid off from your job, or when you're talking about husband or wives leaving you and you don't know how you're going to get through it, God is still right there. But there's ultimately something better. There's a blessing for you, but you have to go through it. You have to go through it.
Yeah. Before I get into your book, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm definitely just a regular kind of guy. Just a humble guy. I grew up just loving sports, and interestingly enough, I never liked to write. Even throughout grade school and high school, I just never liked to write. It's just kind of something that I didn't like to read much, but I was a smart guy coming up, and I was just an athlete. But it was in college where I began to, okay, if I'm gonna get an A on this paper, I have to put 100% into it. And so that strengthened my research skills. It strengthened my my writing skills. And so that's pretty much me. I'm just a regular kind of guy. I work in Wyandotte Public School System as a behavior specialist. So I work with people. I work with individuals with special needs. And so that's what my heart is. That's what my mission is. And then I'm also the youth minister at my church. My father is a pastor at our church, Pentecost Baptist Church, which is in Romulus, Michigan. And I've been a PK, as they call it, for 20 plus years.
And your father is?
Pastor Arthur C. Willis.
Thank you. Pastor Arthur C. Willis. Yeah. Very good. As a matter of fact, I guess some people know that already. That was a PK too, but my parents had passed away almost 2 years ago now, both of them. But yeah, my parents were pastors as well. I was just a knucklehead child, but I know some of you know about ministry, and I consider this also part of this ministry. Doors open. One of the things about this is that Reverend L.T. Willis has patience. If anybody caught that, he has patience with the youth. Matter of fact, you develop a certain type. This day and age, this 2012 now, that you have to have some serious patience. It's like it was back in the day.
Definitely.
This is where you have to keep your hands in the pocket and still use your noodle to keep things in order.
Absolutely.
You ain't no raising hands up or raising rulers, or you really have to use your noodle. And in this case, it's with spiritual guidance. That he's able to be successful in everything he does, and also not only just give credit to him, but credit to his father and all the pastoral backgrounds of each minister.
Absolutely.
That's there by your side.
Absolutely.
And I believe I know I don't want to throw his name out there. I remember Pastor Gaines.
Yeah.
I had to throw him out in there.
Gaines,
dynamic. He's the one that's and those who know about with ASA Publishing Company. He's one of the board members, and I'm just thankful for him that he not only given us credibility, but he gave credibility to the pastors, and I get this opportunity to be blessed to flourish with them and watch them grow in ways that's like this book is just dynamic. It's dynamic.
That is certainly. I want to thank Pastor Gaines and also Pastor Jerome Ferris, who basically gave me the ins and outs through conversations on which way to go, because those were the only two people that I knew personally that have written books in ministry. And so I didn't know, in high school I was on the newspaper editing team and I was a sports editor, so I wrote a little bit, but I had no idea how to write a book. And I know how to ride a bike. I had no idea how to write a book, and the process. I had no idea what I was doing. So those guys are powerful men of God, and they show it through their words and through their lifestyle. And basically, I just went with what they told me to do, and it got us to this point. So I'm definitely thankful for them and for everything that they've done to help me out.
And before we go into our break, I believe you brought your brother?
I did.
Okay, and his name?
Chauncey Williamson is my brother.
And he's from?
He is from Oak Park, Michigan as well.
Yes.
Out in Oakland County, Michigan.
You can open another door there, the AM station.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely takes part in engineering and have his own radio show on wrestling on 11:30 AM The Fan. He doesn't like me saying that, but that's
good.
what he
you know, I always say give credit where credit is due, and that's what we do. You know, this is that spotlight thing, you know, chance to spotlight, but also we give credit, you know, where credit is due. So, you know what? When we come back, we'll get more into the book of The Way Out is Through. So, I'll see you in a few moments. You know, one of the things is, I can, which I pretty much know already, but I'll share with the audience. How long have you been into the publishing industry?
Months, only a few months.
A few months, yeah. A few months. Still new, and you're growing in this. You're growing in. Will you have another book out pretty soon? Just kind of curious.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm in the process of writing now, so hopefully, in the next couple months, it'll be finished. But yeah, in the process of writing now.
Because I've had people tell me over and over they love this book. They love it. You know, I want to open this one here, like day 11. I know I've skipped this. 40 days of inspiration. Okay, 40 days inspiration. And here's one, day 11. It says, light it up. And it says, Motel 6 leaves the light on for you. Too many Christians have become motion censored. Okay, now he took this out from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1 to 20. So how did you come to this? That was interesting. Christians have become motion censored. Let me back this again. Motel 6 leaves the light on for you. Too many Christians have become motion censored?
That's something that I have been dealing with pretty much my entire life. Being a PK, you grew up in church and you know what church is all about, and you learn to develop a relationship with God. And so you know various people. And so I was meeting a lot of people who were saying they were Christians. But on the contrary, their behavior was not saying that they're Christians. And so the Apostle Paul in Ephesians discusses and he explains what it means to be a light and how Christ was that light in this dark world, and how we also should be those lights in the dark world, because the world is still dark by unrighteous living and wickedness and things like that. And so what happened is, it's when you find certain people, certain believers who may have been in that struggle in their life, who felt like, you know what, all right, I'm just doing whatever the world does today. And I'm not going to worry about letting individuals know that I'm a Christian. And so their lights are off. But then when they're in the presence of another Christian or their pastor, so to speak, then they want to put on this facade like, you know, they've been praying all week and they've been, you know, ministering and witnessing to people all week. And that's why I came up with, you know, we have these motion sensor lights on our homes. And when someone walks across our driveway, or a car drives across our driveway, that light pops on. To say, hey, you know, I'm here, my light works. And on the contrary, we shouldn't be that way. Our light should always be shining, but a lot of people become overwhelmed with different things in their life and they want to turn the lights off. But Motel 6 says they leave the light on. So no matter where you're at, you'll see a Motel 6 and the light will be on. And so that's where that came
from. Wow. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'll just read a little bit of it on this. It says, a light blends with lights and is always noticed in the midst of darkness. Is your light on a time schedule, like every Wednesday night and Sunday morning, or when there's a gospel event? Or is your light ever shining? Is your light motion censored? In other words, only comes on when someone holy is in your presence. Guess what? If you've been crucified with Christ, then there should be a light ever shining from you, because we do know that the sun never stops shining. Now it says the sun. Now we're not talking about the sun of the sky. We're talking about the sun of Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, that's excellent. That's incredible. Let me go to another one. Oh my goodness, I have another. And this one, I know I have some favorite ones in here. Day 15 said, you are valuable. You know, that's something. You are valuable. And you know something, there's, let me read this part, because sometimes I get teary out when I read this. It says, have you ever found loose change, a beat up, busted penny that has made it down through the years is still valuable. No matter what you've been through, you're valuable. And then and it says where he have grasped it from was 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, which says, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Now that's interesting that you have took this in another direction, because when you took that, you made it plain and simple. You are valuable. And just by that phrase alone, okay, and using money for like the coin or something, to where that, the penny, that's beautiful. Yeah. And I talk about the pennies, but actually a penny, I mean, no matter how the economy changes its currency, that penny is still worth something. No matter how distraught that penny is, chipped up, busted up, it is still valuable. Definitely. And you know what? Get four, you know, if you have 4 pennies, put 1 penny to it, you got yourself a nickel. So each penny is still valuable. And that's something like us. We go through a lot of things, but yet we need to be recognized that no matter what we have gone through, that we are worth something to somebody. I mean, if we don't recognize that we're worth something to ourselves, I think God's trying to let us know that we're worth something to Him or to somebody. So go ahead, explain that. I don't think I already explained it, but I love it. I love it.
That is something. My mother and a couple of my friends who read the book, they like that one because. And you brought it up. You took the words out of my mouth. The penny, but I'll take it a step further. Consider the dollar.